Most people who treat Candida infection or Candida overgrowth, in fact most people who treat any type of digestive problem, overlook one key thing, and it's called biofilms. So let's talk about biofilms briefly. So biofilms are basically organized communities of microorganisms that sit there inside your digestive system. If you've left a sponge in a sink, or you look at a bowl of water, for a pet like a cat or a dog, and you feel that slime on the inside, that's a biofilm. So this is a protective layer that's formed by these organisms. So if we look at the digestive system, it starts with a hunk of Candida like chucked against a wall. Imagine something sticky, so it hangs there and it sticks. So that's basically the adhesion. That's the first part. And then we get the second part. We get the growth of the biofilm. We get more of these cells all multiplying all around. So we've got these blastospores, these tiny cells. They become hyphae, then pseudohyphae, like the branches upon branches. It becomes a really tiny structure. It starts building this polysaccharide matrix, so it starts making a nice cage for itself. All right? It starts building all this structure around it, and then you're going to get this strong adhesion where they anchor themselves down and firm themselves onto that surface. But they suck to the mucosal surface of the vagina or the gut. They sit in there and they adhere. They form these colonies. They start building. They start building a shield around them. They put a big dome, like a big missile dome around them, so a bit like the Iron Dome. And then that forms a shield against antifungal drugs, against all kinds of different things. But guess what? Throughout the centuries, people have always found different herbs and spices to be effective with tummy pain and gut problems. And the low, dull aches you get in the gut are often biofilms sitting there, particularly if we're looking at this region here. Okay, so the colon comes across, it goes down right here on the corner. Many people get a low-grade pain there. They even get one on the other side or a bit lower down. But this dull, low-grade pain, especially early in the morning, or IBS symptoms like diarrhea, like constipation, inflammatory bowel conditions, we get very similar kind of symptoms. So often these are biofilm colonies of bacteria and Candida. Now, when the Candida form that kind of matrix, they also have bacteria living with them. So that's how it goes. The lactobacillus like to be on the outside of the matrix. And then, of course, we get then the fifth stage, the maturation, where this thing becomes firmly embedded and they start actually beefing up and building that iron dome to be a friggin' concrete dome. Like they make it so thick, not even a bomb can bust it all open. So this is an important point I want you to remember. The longer the biofilm is there and the adhesion is taking place in maturation, okay, the tougher these guys are to get rid of, especially if you've taken antifungals or antimicrobials. This is why I like natural antimicrobials, natural antifungals, natural antibacterials, and why I've worked with these for years. Yeastrix Candida Cleanse is a result of my 30 plus years now work in this field. And we're looking at all of the key antifungals in that supplement, all of the key ones I've studied. I've looked at research that's come out the past 2 to 3 years, and I've added certain key ingredients in my formulations. I've also changed a little bit how I make these things. So if you want to break biofilms down, a really good antimicrobial product is going to be very targeted and work on that biofilm. The second one is enzymes. I highly recommend a good enzyme formula, especially something that contains a systemic enzymes like serrapeptidase and nattokinase, because these work systemically to break inflammatory compounds down, often created by mycotoxins in biofilm. You also need digestive enzymes to break these biofilms down. The product I developed, Yeastrix Active Enzymes, contains 7 different types of carbo-busting enzymes. We've got so many enzymes in there to work on different types of carb structures, and also facilitate and work with the antifungals to break the biofilms down. So that's what I designed these products for. So check out the Yeastrix products on yeastrix.com, and we'll catch up with you in the next video. Please subscribe and push that ding ding, that like button. Thank you.